Students, let us discuss the format of formal letters. In the letter writing, in this session, you are just going to look two letters. First one is letter to editor, and second one is job application. Only two topics you have to write. You have to read properly for this session. So students, let us see the format of formal letters. First of all, letter to editor. First of all, you have to write sender's address, then date, then receiver's address, then subject, salutation, introductory paragraph, main body of the letters. You have to write main body of letter in suggestion manner. Calculating paragraph should be there. Your truly signature, full name in block letters, designation if needed. This is the proper and compact size format of formal letter. And let us see the application for job format. Sender's address, date, receiver's address, subject, post applied for the salutation, application letter, obligation. This is the part of the body. Your truly signature, the person in capital letter. After that, enclose your curriculum vitae. It is also known as a resume or CV. So the points you have to remember at the time of writing these topics. Use of punctuation marks has been done away with while writing the address and salutation. You have to be careful at the time of writing address and salutation. You have to be careful, and these are the things which provide you good marks, and these are the things which reduce your marks. Every section of the letter begins on the left hand side. लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से ही आपको जो है स्टार्ट करने का है. प्रोवाइड एडिक्वेट स्पेस बिटवीन सेक्शन एंड पैराग्राफ. ईच सेक्शन और पैराग्राफ के बीच में प्रॉपर स्पेस भी रखना है. कीप द लेटर टू द पॉइंट. टू द पॉइंट ही जो है अपना लेटर आपको लिखना है. डोंट बी सो मच एलाबोरेटिव. So let us see some important point of letter to editor. Some useful language expression. Through the esteemed column of your newspaper, I wish to bring to the notice of the concerned authorities. And this is the opening line of your letter to editor. Okay. In the opinion. This is a very shocking, disturbing use of. This is the opening lines you can use to make very impressive your letter to editor. Describe your opinion clearly. Your opinion must be clear and to the point that editor must affect from your reading. Say what you would like to receivers to do. The redress, the complaint, replacement, refund of money, free service. Mention your next course of action if the complaint remains unattended. So your body of letter to editor must be compact and clearly raise the matter what you want to read by the reader, and what would be your next step if your complaint or your problem should not be taken seriously. This is the points you have to look at the time of writing letter to editor. And next one is application for job. So students, it is a very important topic for you and for your further use when you go after completion of your education. You have to write application for job. Some useful language expressions like in response of your advertisements in I wish to offer my candidature for your consideration. I would like to apply for the post in your organization advertised today in an on off. This is with reference to your advertisement in for the post of. This is the opening. This is the opening sentences you can use at the time of writing application for job, and you have to careful at the time of application of job writing. You have to be polite and formal. Don't be informal. Be brief and concise. Frame the letter according to the job profile. Do not boast about your abilities or make any false claims about your qualification. अपने क्वालिफिकेशन के बारे में और अपनी एबिलिटीज़ के बारे में कोई भी फेक अपने जॉब प्रोफाइल में वर्ड्स चीज़ें इंक्लूड न करें, बिकॉज फर्दर ड्यूरिंग इंटरव्यू यू विल बी मे बी felt ashamed when some questions would be asked regarding that fake information which you have just put in your job application. So don't be fake at the time of showing your job profile and abilities. Be precise and real. So this is the example of letter to editor. First of all, you have to read carefully the letter to editor, which questions has been given, what are the problems and all the things. Along with air and water pollution, our cities are also under an attack of noise pollution, marriage processions, DJs during wedding reception, loud music from neighborhood flats, etc. All sources of noise which is not good for the old, the alien and students write a letter in 120 to 50 words to the editor of the local newspaper, describing the problem and making a request to the concerned authorities to solve it. You are Karan Karuna and 114 Mall Road, New Delhi. Karuna, first of all, you have to, sender's address, you have to write, then have a gap, one line, date, one line. You have to write date in this form, one line gap, both the after and before of the date, then letter to editor, address the editor, the Hindu newspaper, and subject, one line gap between subject and address and salutation and subject. You have to one line gap. Concern over the writing noise pollution. This subject must be clear and eye catching. Salutation and start your clone. Start your editor. Through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I wish to draw the kind attention of the concerned authorities towards the rising noise pollution in our cities. So you have to write properly the subject and start after salutation. Through the column of your esteemed newspaper, I wish to draw the kind attention of the concerned authorities towards the rising noise pollution in our cities. Marriage processions, DJs, you have to write, you have to read carefully the question at the time you will at the time of writing you will get benefited. During wedding reception, loud music during campaigning the elections, All are sources of noise which is not good for the old, the ailing and the students. Not only these matters you will find in your questions. Not only you can explain, elaborate the patient's problem. Not only does it affect the health of the people, but also their behavior. It causes hypertension, high stress level, hearing loss, and disturbed sleep. It also causes damage of psychological health. Lack of urban planning also increases exposure to unwanted sounds. You have to elaborate the problems. What are the facts and what are the consequences can be faced by the problem if it will not be handled properly. I hope the concerned authorities would look into this matter at the earliest and help resolve this issue. Yours sincerely at the wind up after your name. Let us show the application for the job. Application for the job. State the reason for the letter, name the position of type or type of work you are applying for. Identify the source from which you learned of the opening. Indicate why you are interested in the position. इसको भी प्रॉपर वे में आप कंपनी में किस पोजीशन पे आप अप्लाई कर रहे हो उसको भी आपको प्रॉपर वे में लिखना है. इट प्रोडक्ट्स उसके सारी सर्विस है वो ऑल स्ट्रेस व्हाट यू कैन डू फॉर द एम्प्लॉयर, वो सारी चीज़ें आप क्या कर सकते हो वो भी इधर आपको शो ऑफ करनी होगी. इफ़ यू आर recent graduate, explain how your academic background makes you qualified candidate for the position. कि आपकी क्वालिफिकेशन क्या है, वो जो जिसके लिए आप अप्लाई कर रहे हो उसके लिए एलिजिबल हो कि नहीं, एकेडमिक आपका बैकग्राउंड कैसा है, वो सारी चीज़ें प्रॉपर और प्रिसाइज और रियल मैनर में आपको उधर शो करना है. डोंट राइट एनी फेक information about your abilities and about your education. If you have practical work experience, point out specific achievements and unique qualification. अगर आपके पास कोई प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस है, एक जो भी अदर एक्स्ट्रा कोई आपके पास क्वालिफिकेशन है तो उसको भी उधर इंक्लूड करें आप. Try not to repeat the same information. The reader will find in the resume. एक ही बात को बार बार रिपीट मत करें. It will be hectic and very left a very negative impact on the reader. Request a personal interview indicating that flexibility in the time and place. Repeat your phone number in the letter. In the प्रॉपर वे में इंटरव्यू के लिए अपनी टाइम वगैरह भी उधर आप बता दें कि कौन से टाइम में आप उपलब्ध हो, वो सारी चीज़ें. एंड द लेटर बाय थैंकिंग द एम्प्लॉयर फॉर टेकिंग द टाइम एंड कंसिडर योर क्रेडेंशियल. और लास्ट में जो है एम्प्लॉयर को थैंकिंग बोलती है कि उन्होंने आपको आपकी जो है कंसीडर किया, आपके सारे जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स थे उस सारी चीज़ों के लिए टाइम दिया आपको, तो उनको भी थैंक यू बोलते हुए आप पॉइंट अप करोगे. तो दीज आर द इम्पॉर्टेंट component of job application. So let us see some important point. What you have to look at the time, you have to careful at the time of writing, your CV. First of all, layout. Make your heading clearly and accurate. Grammar, poor spelling, typos or bad grammar must be eradicated. ये सब प्रॉपर ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक नहीं होनी चाहिए, कोई भी जो है टाइपिंग का एरर वगैरह नहीं होनी चाहिए. Place your personal details, name, date of birth, contact detail of start the CV. डबल चेक योर ईमेल एड्रेस एंड टेलीफोन नंबर. इसको प्रॉपर वे में लिखें, गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन देंगे तो फिर आपको प्रॉब्लम होगी. एजुकेशन, लिस्ट योर क्वालिफिकेशन, ग्रेड्स, वेयर एंड व्हेन दे they ever achieved for those with undergraduate degree and above. If you are still studying, you should state an estimated completion date and give an idea when you would be available for full time work. तो अगर आप स्टडी परस्यू कर रहे हो तो उसके बारे में भी लिखें, कब तक कंप्लीट कर ले रहे हो आप, कब तक आप फुल टाइम वर्क दे पाओगे, वो सारी चीज़ें क्लियरली आप उधर मेंशन करना है आपको एजुकेशन में। प्रोफेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन की बात करें तो प्रोफेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन मेंबरशिप ऑफ प्रोफेशनल बॉडीज शुड बी लिस्टेड। तो प्रॉपर वे में अपनी प्रोफेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन को भी इधर आप शो करें, क्योंकि प्रोफेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन के बेस पे ही वो आपको जो है फर्दर एंटरटेन करेंगे। ट्रेनिंग लिस्ट एनी अप्रोप्रिएट ट्रेनिंग कोर्स यू हैव टेकन आर एंड एनी क्वालिफिकेशन रिजल्टिंग फ्रॉम देम। अगर आपने कोई ट्रेनिंग वगैरह ली है तो उसमें भी आपको प्रॉपर वे में उसको दिखाना है। Work experience list your employers the and the positions and the dates and duration of employment. Provide a comprehensive job profile and list your duties and responsibilities। प्रॉपर वे में जो है वो सारी चीज़ें डेट ड्यूरेशन वगैरह सब कुछ दिखाएं उधर। वर्क एक्सपीरियंस वगैरह जो भी आपने अचीव किया है, जो भी आपकी ड्यूटीज़ वगैरह आपने करी है। बी ऑनेस्ट व्हेन डिस्क्राइबिंग योर लैंग्वेज एंड आईटी स्किल्स। अपनी लैंग्वेज के बारे में और आईटी स्किल्स के बारे में बहुत ही प्रॉपर वे में लिखें, कुछ भी फेक इन्फॉर्मेशन शेयर न करें, बिकॉज यू विल फेस प्रॉब्लम एट द टाइम ऑफ आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस रिगार्डिंग दिस। स्पेसिफाई ओरल एंड रिटन लैंग्वेज। कौन सा टिकट यार?